So if you're like me and you have a brain that likes to fixate on everything you've ever done wrong in your life, like I'm talking about you're sitting awake at night before bed, thinking about the most embarrassing thing you did in the 6th grade and then going on a tangent from there, here's how I've been changing this script in my brain. I simply tell myself that if my brain can hyperfixate on everything I've ever done wrong in life or everything I don't like about myself, then it can hyperfixate on all of the things I've done right and everything I like about myself. And I feel like it sounds so simple and so silly to be forcing myself to do this, but it really does help, because then what I do is I start to think about all the individual things, or I force myself to think about all the individual things that I've been successful in and that I like about myself. So that way I can really change the narrative in my brain. I know I'm not alone in dealing with negative thought patterns, and I work with clients all the time on managing negative thought patterns, quite frankly. And at the end of the day, it comes down to making the effort to change the script at any moment that you can, even if you don't believe it in that moment, because we have to decondition ourselves from constantly fixating on all the negativity and really intentionally drive ourselves towards more positive thinking. And actually, to be fully honest with you, in most cases in my coaching, I'm not actually trying to get my clients to get into a positive state of thinking. I actually more often than not encourage them to get more neutral about how they're thinking. It's kind of like the body positivity versus body neutrality movement. Is a lot of people have a really hard time getting into a positive space about their body if they're unhappy with it, but finding neutrality is a hell of a lot easier. And it's the same thing with basically any other situation. If we can be more neutral about it, that's actually more achievable for the majority of people than trying to embody some kind of toxic positivity that you don't actually believe in at that time.